I'm here with Sean of Thunder Bay Insulation, and he's doing a job with the spray foam. Okay.
What we've applied here is 2-pound polyurethane foam soya base. It's the new and highest R value insulation on the market. What we're doing here for the homeowner is we have to do it in a number of layers because to release the heat between the processes. So we're going to be building this second layer up to within ½ an inch of the surface of the stud, which will give the homeowner a final product of R30 value. Now, this will not allow water permeance, air permeance. It's a very good, it's the best insulation on the market. Mark has ended up asked to come and film this as my co-worker here ends up applying or finishing off the second layer as he goes, and that's what you hear in the background for spraying.
Good. So this is going to be R30?
R30.
R30 when it's done.
R30.
And the code is R24 with
and the
bat.
code is R24.
Yeah, so it's well above code.
Yep.
The other nice thing about it is you get all the way around the boxes,
it
nice
seals
and tight.
all cracks and joints. It gets
and I noticed we still have the poly pans here, which is it's probably a good idea just to keep the
city building code still requires a vapor barrier. Yeah. The insulation is not a problem; that passes code.
Yeah.
The wood stud is the problem that doesn't pass code, Mark.
Yeah. Okay. So they put the vapor barrier so there's still a certain amount of moisture.
Yes.
That could go through the stud, I guess.
There's still permeance of the wood.
Yeah, permeance of the wood. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, that's good. I like the idea of getting all around these boxes. That's a real problem spot with air infiltration.
Older houses you run into in the wintertime, you put your hand in front of the boxes, you can feel a draft.
It's one of the worst spots. Yeah.
This is going to end up preventing all of that. This fixes any gaps or leaks in the wood. It just seals everything right up solid, as you can see.
Good.
We are able, in a minute you're going to see the way that the process is done, we are able to fill larger voids up down to 3 inches. But anything smaller than 3 inches, we're unable to get in there due to the process of spraying back at a certain distance. So all around the doors and windows will have to be done with a can-style spray foam that is normally
conventional,
conventional spray.
Yeah.
You know what? I think this one hooked up.
You don't have the half-inch mount with this?
Here's Alan. He's topping up the second layer within ½ inch of the surface of the stud, and he has his also has his fresh air mask that brings in good air into his mask at all times there, so he can breathe properly, which is a good idea. Okay. You're doing a wonderful job, Alan. Yeah, it's like day and night, you know.
This product here, because it is closed cell, it ends up stopping the air before it even permeates, whereas fiberglass, if it was exposed to the element, it allows the air to filter right through, so you lose all R value out of fiberglass if air can transmit through by any chance any cracks in the plywood on the outside of the house, or if there's any other way that the air is pushed in or out, depending on what time of season you are.
Yeah, I noticed something here that probably could have been done better. We didn't need all this wood here, and that could have been just studs under here, because that's the lintel there. That's the bearing member there, and then we could have filled that up with insulation, with the spray foam, and got a better performance around the door here. Also, this way of making the lintels, where they actually spread the two members and try and put insulation in between. There's a better way of doing this for the spray foam. What we would do is nail the two members right together and send that to the outside of the sheathing, leaving a void here, and then we could fill that with foam, and that would seal that whole area off, because this can be a bit of a problem spot here with lintels. So just a point of interest. Yeah, my original concern was that there might be a bit of air infiltration in between the stud and the foam, but there's no possibility of that, because it adheres right to the wood. So that's sealed completely right there. You see how easy it is to insulate around pipes, and with bats that's always a problem. The spray foam just fills that in like nothing else. Perfect performance, we'll call it. No comparison. Well, this is where the product really shines, up in the joist header space here. That's always a problem with bat insulation. You have to put the bats and then cut the poly up inside there and seal it with that awful black stuff or tape. It never gets to be perfectly sealed. This way here, fast and easy and perfectly sealed. Now, this is another problem spot. You can see where they have the spray foam in this at the joist header, but along that part of the joist header where the last joist is really close to the wall here, you can see that they tried to stuff some bad insulation in there, which is really useless, because you don't get it good at all in a case like that. So they're going to pull that bat out and spray foam all up in there, and that'll fill that void completely. That's a really bad spot in that area for moisture buildup and the whole thing. So another area where this product really shines. And here you can see what we do around windows. Like Sean said, the setup for the spray foam is not really set up for the small space around the windows, so we just use a conventional foam. But as you can see, that's sealed perfectly too. And like we said, there's going to be a vapor barrier here that'll be sealed to this stud with acoustical caulking, and then the window is sealed to the stud, so it gives you a perfect seal around the windows. Another problem spot where with conventional bat insulation, trying to stuff that in, that rarely ever worked. Again, the joist header space on a wall where you have the joist running parallel to the wall, it's sealed up completely, and again, a perfect performance.